Okay. So usability test case we need to discuss, right? Okay. What are the usability test cases? As I already mentioned, so whatever appears for you on the UI, that UI is user friendly or not, you can check. So these are the test cases common across the applications. Wherever you go, you can apply these techniques. So whatever testable, you can do that. Okay, first one, the spelling check in every screen. Verify the spelling in every screen. So there should not be any spelling mistakes and grammatical syntaxes. So you need to check. Verify color uniqueness in the screens. Okay, so the color is displaying properly or not in the web pages. So you have to check that. See this logo and all these tabs and the color uniqueness is proper or not. You need to check in this. Another test case. And next one is font uniqueness. So you can see that the font size, so the headings, see same font size, unique, right? And this headers, this menu text is also similar. They are maintaining the uniqueness. So that is the one you need to check. The color uniqueness and font size is same for all particular group of elements, and you have to check this no test case. One more, size uniqueness in every screen. So size of the elements, if you see this is the drop down and this edit box, this is called edit box or input box where you will input the data, and this is the torch icon, and so you can say button, search button. So see, all are similar. So uniquely they designed these elements. So that is the size uniqueness you have to check in every screen. init cap. Generally, init cap initial letter should be in cap letter. That's init cap means. So that is available or not. You can check. See, can you see Valentine's, medical care, prime. See, first letter is in cap letter. So that you need to check. Alignment. So alignment is proper or not. See, the space between all these are aligned in the same line, right? And the images also see aligned in the same cards, but the unique space between the card to card. So that is the so uniqueness in aligning the elements or images, anything. So name spacing, uniqueness in every scheme. So every element should have proper naming conventions and names. So that is uniquely defined or not, you can check that. And contrast in between controls. So there is a color contrast. So you can check. So if there are links, you can see blue color. And if you these are all see, when you underline, the color is changing, right? That's the color contrast is properly showing or not. See here, this background is showing light blue color, sky blue color, and like this. So when you mouse over, it is showing in red color, right? That's the so color contrast is proper or not, you need to check. So object grouping. So object grouping means all similar kind of elements should be grouped in one area. That's object grouping is happening or not, you need to check. Like you see in the footer section, see this is the one group. So adds another group. And like this, they grouped together. Only that related, they grouped together. That's a grouping is happening or not, so that people can understand that. So each object position where it is placed, is it the right place or not? You need to check the positions of the elements also. Then scroll bars, horizontal and vertical scroll bar. This is the vertical scroll bar. So there will be a horizontal scroll bars also. So that scroll bars, if required, they should display. If not required, you should not display. So that scroll bars is another very important concept. So correctness of image icons. So image icons should be displayed properly. Here, see, every image is properly displayed, right? So that's why there is no issue here. So some of them, so let me show you the image issue that's not displayed. So there are broken images. See, this image is correct, but these two images are not correct. So such kind of image correctness you need to check. Tooltips. So when you mouse over, tooltip will appear. Let me show you here. Any tooltips. Otherwise, you can go here. So do we have anywhere? No. Here we don't have. We don't have. So when you mouse over on particular element, the tooltips will be shown to you. Let me show you. See, when you mouse over on here, money, right? See, there is a box. It is showing a box. Can you see that? See this. So in the box, you can see lightning, fast, business, email, hosting. So that's the tooltip we call this. Watch videos. Create Ready Mail account. Already a user? Question mark, sign in. So that box inside whatever is appearing, that is called tooltip. So whenever elements are there, the tooltip must be shown. So it is very important. Okay. So that's the another tooltips. If there are shortcuts are there, for that you have to give full forms. Shortcut case, for example, you are accessing tab. See, tab when you access, see now it is here. So it is in the drop down, edit box, search, English language selection. So this is, it is going from left to right. So that is called this tabbing. You can use keyboard keys and access the web page element. Whether you are able to access or not, you need to check. So tab header is proper or not also you need to check. And there are help documents available. For example, I'm new to this Amazon. If I want to access their website, so I should have some help documents, right? If you go to, for example, Alexa, right? So you have a lot of no help documents. So they will provide a help documents to understand Alexa. So you can find out help documents, videos they will provide like this, right? So that's the Alexa. So anything. So they will guide you how to understand that kind of any product. So they will provide a help documents. Okay, next. Yeah, that's all use cases. So remember, consistency in the web pages among text or elements or anything. Alignment should be properly placed. Elements should be aligned properly. One is in zigzag order. That should not be the case. So let me show you one example from our blog itself. See, now these are all aligned to correct exactly the right side line, right? So let me show you one more. See, now here it is aligned properly, right? This is all aligned properly. Can you see here? Is it going beyond this border or not? It's going beyond border, right? So that is called misalignment. You can raise a bug also for this. Such kind of misalignment. See here, this is the misalignment. See this one also going beyond the right side border. So that's not correct. So this is the kind of issue. See, so this is the going beyond this border line. It should not go. It should fit there only. So see here, font is different here and here different. So these all so you're missing the consistency. So that kind of misalignment and consistency is missing. You can raise the bugs easily. Okay, so that's the example. Some of the examples I have shown you here also. It is going beyond that. So you can raise the bugs. Such kind of issues are there. Okay. Any questions on this UI test cases? Other test cases are available here. Please go through them. ATM test cases and computer shutdown I have given, and washing machine I have given. So, and you just go through the use cases means I already, user stories means I already told. Use case is nothing but the interaction between system and external users. So to achieve the actions between the system and the user who is performing the action on the application. So that is the user. And so this use case they have actors, system and goals. And also this is so any use case syntax, title, description, actors, and precondition, post condition, alternative flows. This is the format of any use case diagram. Use case also it's similar to requirement, but requirement they will supply in this format. So with the overview, title, description, precondition, actors, and steps, they will follow basic flow and alternative flow and any post conditions. So these are the common steps they will follow while preparing the use case document. Use case document is another requirement document. So use case document is a requirement document. So a requirement document, it is available there. That's the use case document means. And there is a user stories. So user stories means I already told. So there is a epic. Epic can be divided into multiple user stories. User story can be divided into tasks. So that's the user story means a small functionality of the application. Epic means a big feature. So a big requirement is called an epic. Okay, so that's the epic, and this the some of the examples I listed out here. So you can go through them. So this is the examples for acceptance criteria. So this is how they will give. So in the given, when, then format, also they can give your acceptance criteria. And any rule oriented means they will show like this. So suppose user story, as a user, I want to remove items from the shopping cart so that I see only what I buy. So removing items, so the scenario name is removing items from the cart. That's a scenario. So then all the steps they are giving, given the user is on the cart page. That's a precondition. So given means a precondition. This given, when, then, and these are called Gherkin keywords. So this is the BDD cucumber approach. Gherkin keywords. So this given, when, then, and these are the Gherkin keywords. So given means always preconditional steps. If you want to write that, you will use a given keyword. So that's what if you want to remove the items from the cart, first you should be in the cart page, right? So that's what he is saying with a given. So when is an action? If you want to do some action, the when keyword is used. So the user clicks on the removal button or delete button, okay? Then item is removed from the cart. See, then item is removed from the cart. So this is the result. For this action, the result you can verify using then keyword. So then is basically the verification step results verification. So whether item is removed or not, you can check. So this is the simple steps they will give like this. The scenario oriented acceptance criteria. And the system displays the remaining items and the final sum is recalculated. See this, then after two more points I want to join, then I'm using a and keyword. If you want to join more than one conditions, you can use and keyword either with then or with when or given also you can use. So this is all BDD cucumber approach, and these keywords are called Gherkin keywords. Okay, so that's the scenario they will write in the acceptance criteria user story. Or you can give user story like this also. User story, as a user, I want to set a strong password to protect my account. See, they are giving like this. The password must be 8 symbols or longer. The password must contain at least one uppercase letter. The password must contain at least one number. The password must contain at least one lowercase letter. So the password must be no longer than 21 symbols. See, this is the boundary value analysis, right? 8 is the minimum and 21 is the maximum. Now you decide how to prepare the test case for this. And also I want you guys write the test case for this based on this user story. Okay. So write the test case for this and also give me boundary conditions for this. Just boundary conditions only give for this. So that's a task for you. So this is the user story and the acceptance criteria. I given some examples here, okay? There are wireframes, mockups, all this. Wireframes is nothing but this is how you will get a wireframes. So basically a screen layouts you will get. That's called wireframes with the fields they are giving, right? They will just draw all these things. See, login with Facebook, registration, login, right? This is all registration. Again, this is how it will be there with all these fields. Okay. So these are called wireframes. Wireframes is basically a graphical representation of your web application feature. So that's the wireframes means. So that's all user stories and wireframes, and mockups is just similar. These are the mockups also, we can call that. Okay, so let's go and write some of the test cases. So we'll write the test cases. I'll take one scenario and let me show you first Jira. Okay, so how Jira will be there and Jira board, how it will look like, and we'll discuss. Okay, so this is the Jira tool. Jira is the one of the project management, project tracking tool. So you can track and manage your entire project using this Jira tool. Jira is a project management tool, defect tracking tool, task management tool. And even you can write the test cases also here in Jira. Otherwise, you can write in the Excel sheet also. And that is the, let's go jump on to quickly to backlog. So as I already mentioned, what is a backlog? What is product backlog? Janani, what is product backlog?
It is a scenarios which has to be distributed among the teams.
Rajeshwari?
Product backlog contains user stories
Yeah,
which are need
exactly.
to be done.
It's just a repository, madam. Like, you will keep your stuff in one box, right? That's all here. User stories will be there in the product backlog. Product backlog is nothing but it's a repository where you can find all your repository, all your user stories. These are the user stories and epics. So this epic color is like this, and user story color is this one, green color. These are the different type of issues. We have a user story, epic, defect, and task. These are the issue types. We call them issue types. Different issue types, if anybody asks you, so what are the different issue types? So epic, user story, bug, and task. These are the issue types in Jira. And so product backlog means I already told you. So Journey, you go through again Agile methodology once again. I told you each and every definition is very, 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 very important.
Okay, sure.
Every topic they will ask in the interviews. What is Agile velocity? What is Agile? What is user story? What is epic? What is a sprint? What are the sprint period? What is backlog grooming? What is product refinement meeting? What is sprint planning? What is retrospection meeting? What are Agile ceremonies? What is burn down chart and burn up chart? What is Scrum methodology? What is the roles and responsibility of a Scrum Master? Who will prepare the user stories? Who will prepare the user stories? Bhargavi, who will prepare the user stories? Janani, who will prepare the user stories?
A product manager.
Yeah, so you can say product owner, okay?
Product owner, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So product owner is the person who will prepare the user stories. What, madam, you are sending the videos, selfie videos, but when you ask questions and it's blank. Please check your learning. So I'm going to keep one exam or one interview for each person. Let me know when you are available. Okay, I think you're going in a wrong direction. I don't want it. So manual testing is a crucial. Without manual testing, you cannot do anything in the automation. If you don't know what is testing and what is the agile methodology, and you cannot work. That's why I given 2 days holidays to refer the topics that are completed that week. If 1 hour is not sufficient for review, and you spend extra 1 more hour. Once we understand, and you don't need to read that theory part, right? Yeah, please. I'm going to put one interview for all of you guys. So on the manual testing, this week we are going to finish here. Maybe another 2-3 days it will extend next week, but mostly it will finish. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's the backlog, product backlog, and issue types, and the Jira board. So board still we haven't created. So I'll show you that. Okay, I'll show you that. And let me show you few. Still we have time. So there is one more I want to explain. Traceability matrix. So once you have written the test cases, you need to map for each user story how many test cases you got. That mapping should be done clearly. That is called traceability matrix. The mapping between requirements to test cases is called traceability matrix. Why do you need a traceability matrix? What is the importance of that? So the main reason, how do you know you covered all the requirements in your test case document? Through traceability matrix only you will come to know. You have to prepare a traceability matrix. Then you will come to know so how it is mapped, each requirement. So how many test cases are there? You can map through traceability matrix. Then why do you need this? Let me give you 3 examples so that you can understand. Requirements for a given function or feature have changed. Okay. The requirement is changed now. Previously it was there and now the change is happening on that particular requirement. So now some of the fields have a different ranges now. So now the range is changed. Before it range was different. Now, how do you know how many test cases are going to be affected because of this change? Your manager asked, can you tell me how many test cases are need to be updated because of this change in the requirement? How could you tell that? How many test cases are need to be updated? If you don't map the requirement with the test cases, is it possible to tell? Again, you have to go through each and every test case, right? That's the problem. So to avoid that, if you map each requirement with the test case, so then you can tell easily how many test cases it will need to be updated. Second point, a set of tests that ran okay previously, but suddenly there is a failure on the particular test cases. Then how do you know this test case belongs to which requirement? So if there is a traceability between test and requirement, and you can easily tell that. That is the reason you need a traceability matrix. And another one, so you are releasing a product, right? And the release time, so we want to know whether you covered all the requirements and you tested all of them. How can you tell that? So we have the list of tests that have passed. So for each requirement, if we have that report, and you can easily tell that. So that's the traceability matrix. Because of all these reasons, the traceability matrix will give a nice answer for you. That's why you need this traceability matrix. So what is the difference between a test scenario and a test case? A test scenario is a high-level description of a test. A test case is a detailed set of instructions for a test. Scenario outlines what needs to be tested. Test case specifies how to execute the test. Test scenarios are created based on the requirements and user stories. Test cases are derived from the test scenarios or directly from the requirement. Test scenario provide a broader view of what is to be tested. Test case provide a specific steps and data to verify a particular functionality. Test scenarios may encompass multiple test cases, but test cases are individual steps within the test scenario. A test scenario focus on business needs and end-to-end scenarios. A test case focus on individual testable feature or condition. So test scenario are less detailed and may not have a specific test data, but test case, they have a specific test data and expect a result. Test scenarios serves as a basis for creating test cases. Test cases are executed during testing process. Test scenario purpose is to ensure that all major functionalities are covered. So test case purpose is to validate the correctness and reliability of the application. So for this, at least a few points you know about this. This is another very important interview question. Okay, test scenario and test case. Okay, so that's all about test case. Let's join back and we'll write a test case for particular scenarios. Okay, yeah.